Hey guys, so I just wanted to do a very quick comparison here between Moto Z Play and the Moto G4 Plus. Just wanted to see if it's worth getting the Play here, which has slightly better build quality, etc., and better in terms of the features, or is the G4 Plus a solid choice in itself. We're going to have a look here. So we'll just start them up at the same time. Both of them are up to date and running the stock software. Might get an error message on the Moto G4 Plus because of the Nugget ROM that we did try on it. You can see Moto G4 Plus is actually very quick to boot down here, which is quite nice. I think they're running the same kind of processor as well, Snapdragon 625, which isn't the most high-end processor, or is it Snapdragon 617 in the Moto G4 Plus? I can't remember, but I know they're in the 6 series, nevertheless. And with the, you can get obviously different versions of the G4 Plus. This is a 2 gig RAM model. You get 3 gigs with the Moto Z Play. You also get the Moto Mods ability and fast charging in both of them. Bigger battery in the Moto Z Play. I think the Moto G4 Plus did just beat the Play then, starting up, which is a bad sign for a high-end phone. Well, not high-end, but mid to high-end kind of thing. So we're just going to have a look here, nevertheless, at the performance and see if there's any differences. So far it looks quite what I would expect. Moto Z Play just that little bit ahead in most of them. But I gotta say, the Moto G4 Plus is a very well optimized device. If you can deal with the kind of boring build quality. There is obviously, there is also quite a good camera here, 16 megapixel. But it doesn't have the 4K like you do get on the Z series. Yeah, you can see the Moto Z Play has a significant advantage here when it comes to the games a little bit. Everything seems to be that little bit more snappy and good. And I'm guessing the GPU is a little bit better as well on the Z Play. I wasn't actually expecting such a big difference in the performance. I thought it'd be quite similar, but you can certainly see there is quite a big difference here, which is good. So we're just going to have a look at the speed here, see if there's any differences. So a very middling score with this one. And another big thing obviously between these two is the display technology. I mean, the display technology on the Moto Z Play is absolutely fantastic. I'd put it on par with like the new OnePlus 3T in terms of the contrast, etc. It's a proper nice AMOLED display. The one on the wow, that was a bad score. What was all that about? So it got worse than the G4. But the display on the G4 is good, but it's just the viewing angles. From this perspective, you can really see, the quality here. But your Wi-Fi is quite disappointing on the Moto Z Play. Let's have a look at the multitasking. See if they are the same. Yeah, you can see slightly more responsive here with the Z Play phone, but both of them do keep everything in memory, which is good. Sometimes we do get some reloads here. I think they both have fingerprint scanner reload on the G4 there. You see. Do bear in mind this is a 2 gig model of the Moto G4, and I think it really struggles here when multitasking. So you're probably better getting the 4 gig RAM model, I think you can get, but then the price actually goes up to near the Moto Z Play level. So it's quite strange how Motorola is pricing its handsets, to be honest. The Moto G should be more budget kind of phone. But I think you can see here the Moto Z Play is definitely a bit better here in terms of the performance as well as the display. As I have said, you also obviously get the Moto mods, which is very nice on the Z Play. I only have this kind of back here because I'm not really big into mods myself, but there are people who do want the speaker attachment, etc. I think there's a camera one as well, so they do look pretty cool. Also, you're getting a massive battery in the Moto Z Play, which is very nice, and Type-C connectivity. The G4 Plus in itself is a nice phone. It's got some nice things, but the biggest omission I think with the G4 Plus is the lack of NFC, particularly as with the Android Pay. I've noticed that retailers are giving you free stuff, like if you have, like, for example, I think 5 Android Pay transactions where I am, you get like a free coffee or something. So that is a massive incentive to have NFC in your device, and I don't think you get that with the G4 Plus. So you got to bear this in mind, really. It is quite a big omission. So yeah, I'd say the G4 Plus is still pretty good, but I'd probably say if you can afford it, go for the Z Play. It just offers you so much more for the money. It's just a very decent phone. I still think the Z Play could have been a bit more affordable, like it is cutting into the OnePlus 3T price, but the camera is better, the build is better, features, etc. Than the G4 Plus, and I think Moto should just get rid of the G4 Plus and stick with like a G5 and Moto like a more mid-range kind of handset like this. So yeah, just a quick little comparison here. Hope you find it helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.